Welcome to Cozy on Pacific. Today I'm going to take you along on a slow summer day in my life as I harvest a small yet delicious harvest from our garden, as well as take you along with me to the nursery as we purchase some more plants for our yard. Let's begin by going out into the garden. Joy loves being outside, watching the lizards, and feeling the warm sun. Here is our tomato plant, and this is our second summer here. And this is our first year that our plants have really grown really well, and we have actually got a harvest. And while it's not huge, it's still something. And I have been enjoying going out every day and looking at the tomatoes, seeing if they're ripened, seeing if the cucumbers are ready. And pretty much every day for the last few weeks, we have been able to get enough tomatoes and enough cucumbers to eat for lunch, which has been so fun. Here are some bachelor buttons, which I think are such cute little flowers, so ruffly and an adorable addition to the garden. Here is our lettuce, and we kind of harvested all of it, and then we didn't really have anything to harvest for a few weeks, but now it's growing back, which is the really fun thing about lettuce. And it's not that much, but I did get a good amount of leaves to enjoy with my lunch. And I kind of wanted to talk about how realistically sometimes gardening doesn't mean huge platters and ginormous harvests in beautiful baskets. Sometimes it just means going out to your raised bed. Maybe it's on your patio, maybe it's on your balcony, maybe it's in your yard, and just harvesting a little bit of tomato, a little piece of lettuce, a few cucumbers. It doesn't have to be a huge harvest to be a successful harvest. And just enjoying eating fresh, healthy produce straight from your yard is such a fun experience. So I highly recommend, if you haven't tried to grow something yet, try just growing a little bit of tomato and see what happens. And I think you'll be really surprised at how fun and rewarding it is. For lunch, I am cutting up some tomatoes and cucumbers from our garden. I love the smell of cucumbers. It's so fresh and summery. And then I'm cutting up our little bit of lettuce. And for lunch, we're eating turkey burgers, some cottage cheese, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, and lettuce. And this is just a really healthy, simple lunch that's full of protein and vitamins from the fresh produce from our garden. And I love tomatoes and cottage cheese. It's so delicious, such a simple pleasure. This is a peacock feather we discovered on our walk last night, which is so fun. Now we're at the nursery, and they had so many different seed options. Look at all these beautiful flowers that you can grow straight from seed. It's amazing the transformation one tiny seed makes into an extraordinary, beautiful flower. This is a bee mix, and I love supporting the bees, and look how beautiful all those colors are. We looked at the houseplant section because we live by the ocean in an old house, and it actually doesn't have vents in the bathroom. Thankfully, we do have a window, but it's still oftentimes not enough to get rid of all the moisture. So we have been researching plants that help reduce the moisture and mold particles in the air. Some great options are peace lilies because they absorb the humidity into their leaves, and then they take it down into their roots to use it as food. There's also English ivy, which can trap up to 94% of airborne mold spores. So we got some ferns, and they're really cute. They're small, and hopefully they will help reduce the moisture in the air. Then we moved outside where they had an organic vegetable fruit, and herb section. And they had some really interesting herbs. They actually had chocolate peppermint and strawberry peppermint, which was a really interesting combo that I've always wanted to smell. And honestly, I actually didn't love the chocolate peppermint, which I was kind of surprised because chocolate and peppermint usually smell really good. But I think the main thing was that it wasn't super pepperminty, but it's still amazing that peppermint can come in so many different flavor scents. We finished our time at the nursery walking through the beautiful rose garden. I loved the yellow section. Thank you so much for watching a slow summer day in my life, and I hope that you are inspired.